Payback is sweet revenge. Just over a year ago, an independent hacker who goes by the handle P4X was himself hacked by North Korean spies. P4X knows the exact moment last year when he was hit by North Korea's spies. In late January of 2021, he opened a file sent to him by a fellow hacker who had described it as an exploitation tool. Just 24 hours later, he spotted a blog post from Google Threat Analysis Group warning that North Korean hackers were targeting security researchers. Sure enough, when P4X scrutinized the hacking tool he'd received from a stranger, he saw that it contained a backdoor designed to provide a remote foothold on his computer. P4X says he was later contacted by the FBI, but was never offered any real help to assess the damage from North Korea's hacking or to protect himself in the future. Nor did he ever hear of any consequences for the hackers who targeted him, an open investigation into them, or even a formal recognition from the U.S. agency that North Korea was responsible. It began to feel, as he put it, like there's really nobody on our side. When Wired asked the FBI about its response to the North Korean targeting of U.S. security researchers, it responded in a statement. As the lead agency responsible for threat responses, we rely on the public and private sector to report suspicious activity and intrusions, and work together to ensure we understand what's happening, prevent it from happening to others, and hold those responsible accountable. The FBI statement reads, "The FBI is committed to pursuing the malicious actors and countries behind cyber attacks and will not tolerate intellectual property theft or intimidation." After his experience as a target of state-sponsored cyber espionage, P4X spent much of the next year on other projects. But after a year had passed, still without public or private statements from the federal government about the targeting of security researchers, and no offer to support from any U.S. agency, P4X says he decided it was time to make his own statement to both the North Korean and American governments. P4X says he's found numerous known but unpatched vulnerabilities in North Korean systems that have allowed him to single-handedly launch denial-of-service attacks on the servers and routers like the country's few internet-connected networks depend on. For the most part, he declined to publicly reveal those vulnerabilities, which he argues would help the North Korean government defend against his attacks. P4X says he has largely automated his attacks on the North Korean systems, periodically running scripts to enumerate which systems remain online and when launching exploits to take them down. P4 states, if they don't see we have teeth, it's just going to keep coming. Other hackers targeted by North Korea don't all agree that P4X's hacking spree is the right way to make that statement. Dave Attell, a former NSA hacker and the founder of security firm Immunity, was similarly targeted in the same espionage campaign, but he questions whether P4X has taken a productive approach to getting even, given that he may actually be getting in the way of stealthier intelligence efforts targeting the same North Korean computers. I would not want to disrupt real Western intelligence efforts that are already in place on those machines, assuming there is anything of value there, Attell says. So what's the final goal of P4X cyber attacks on that totalitarian government's internet infrastructure? When will he end them? Regime change? Nah, I'm just kidding, P4X says with a laugh. I just wanted to prove a point. I want that point to be very squarely proven before I stop. Read the full article on Wired by following the link below. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.